any thoughts on the new adaptation of Dune by oh no, I can never pronounce his name.
Denis Villeneuve?
Denis Villeneuve did Prisoners and Sicario and Arrival and Blade Runner 2049. Have you seen the trailer for it yet?
Yeah. I watched it. It looks good.
Pretty good. Yeah. Apparently, Kyle MacLachlan's behind this thing too, like giving support. But the new kid who's playing Paul Atreides, which is who Kyle MacLachlan played in the Mordeeb. Paul Mordeeb, my name is a killing word. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this actor other than he's in the upcoming Wes Anderson film, The French Dispatch. So what else has he done that you know of?
Well, he was in that movie with Armie Hammer. I think it's Call Me Your Name or something. Fuck, I don't remember the name of it. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Anyways, it looks pretty good, and I'm hoping that actually comes out when it's supposed to and doesn't get pushed back, so we can talk about that.
He was in Little Women. The newest Little Women as well.
The one that was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
So, is the new Dune coming out? Is it really coming out this December?
That's the plan, but we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, I like Denis Villeneuve, and if it's anything as good as Blade Runner 2049 and Arrival, then I trust this guy. So, and it's also the first of a two-parter just adapting the first book. David Lynch's film, which is a classic. It's an 80s classic. It's a sci-fi classic. I love it. But it's pretty streamlined, and if you get the Steelbook DVD, which I have from 10 years ago or so, it's got the 3-hour TV cut, but which is actually more faithful, but it was never truly finished, which is why there's a lot of reused shots, visual effects shots. But David Lynch actually wasn't happy with that version, so
they slapped an Alan Smithee name on it. Yep.
Yeah, we'll be talking about Dune when that one hits for sure. So, but anyways. We'll get started. Hey, greetings and welcome back to the Film School. I'm Joe.
I'm Chris.
And just having our pub beer right now, talking about Chris Nolan's new masterpiece, in my opinion, Tenet. Palindrome. Huh? It's awesome. I got to tell you, man, Chris Nolan is a filmmaker, Christopher Nolan, filmmaker that I like. He's never been like an all-time favorite, but there are films in his filmography that I absolutely love. Memento, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar. But I've always thought The Dark Knight was his best film because they took the Batman element, right, and turned it into like a crime drama.
Right.
But I have to say, outside of that, I think Tenet is his best film. It is such a monumental film.
Yeah, it's amazing. I really enjoyed it.
It feels very large, like very cinematic, like he's got his style down. And I know how much of the film was actually shot for IMAX, with IMAX.
Oh, I think he shot the whole thing.
Really? Yeah. I thought it was like 50 or 60%.
I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I know he shot it in 70 millimeters.
Yeah. So it looks grand.
Yeah, the editing alone for this movie had to be a continuity nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it is amazing. It is. I mean, they had to how they were filming stuff backwards. I mean, it's crazy. So this is basically going to be a spoiler free for the most part. What you've seen in trailers and TV spots, we'll cover that, I guess. We'll try and keep all the finite details down because this is a film that I believe you should see on the big screen. Risk the Rona, put your mask on, and just go see it. Or, if you have the chance, see it at a drive-in, because that would have been amazing. I wish it had been playing at the drive-in. And this is definitely a film you have to really pay attention to, because you will miss a lot if you don't.
Absolutely.
There is so much just like detail in this film. It's unreal.
And things that you kind of only marginally pay attention to do have, I mean, they are major plot points that you just don't realize. It's sort of sprinkled throughout. And it's an interesting twist on time travel, which I think is really cool, because it's not time travel as we know it in the sense of like a machine or a device or a portal or a butterfly effect wishing yourself back. It's no somewhere in time. It's a really unique take on time travel, and I don't even know if it technically counts as time travel. I guess it would. You literally have to travel back, like in the literal sense, like you would be traveling forward. It's a reverse entropy thing, which is just the craziest idea. I don't know how he came up with this. Apparently, this is a project or an idea that Christopher Nolan has been working on for quite some time. And I think he just got sidetracked with a few of the other films he's been working on.
Yeah, the car chase scene alone, I guess it took him 3 weeks to shoot it. And they had to shut down 5 miles of freeway wherever they shot it, somewhere in Europe, I'm sure. But yeah, it took him 3 weeks to just shoot that whole chase scene, and it is unreal.
And the cinematography by
Hoyte van Hoytema.
Yeah. So beautiful to watch. The editing is amazing. The music, the score by
Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah.
Who worked with Johannesson, who scored a lot of Denis Villeneuve movies before he passed away.
Was Arrival his last film with Denis Villeneuve? Because he didn't do Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, I think Arrival was, and then I think the last film he scored before he passed away was Mandy. So with Nicolas Cage. So it's a good score though.
Here's my impersonation of Nicolas Cage in Mandy. That's also my impersonation of Nicolas Cage in anything. Sorry. Face off. But anyways.
But Hoyte van Hoytema, he shot Dunkirk, he shot Spectre, which had that amazing opening scene that's all one continuous shot.
Yeah.
The Spectre was really cool.
Incredibly cool opening sequence.
He shot Her, too. The Spike Jonze movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
And Ludwig Göransson, is that how you pronounce it? Göransson? Yeah. Scored Creed, Creed 2, Venom,
Black Panther.
Yeah. So some real talent here. And of course, you've got John David Washington, which I haven't seen him in anything since Black Klansman.
Right.
And I know he's done some films since then, but dude, he really shines in this film. Like, he makes a very interesting protagonist, which is ironically that's his name. The protagonist. He actually has no name. But another good performance too by Robert Pattinson. Like, I've never actually seen the Twilight films. I don't consider that to be a I don't, even if I had, I don't really care. Like, so I don't hold that against him, right? Although he was in a Harry Potter movie, but that's a different story. But
I mean, every actor gets their start somewhere, right?
I mean, come on, George Clooney got his start in Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Right. So Meg Ryan and
he was also in Facts of Life.
That's right, Meg Ryan and Amityville 3D. So I mean, what are you gonna do? But ever since films like Good Time, Rover, Lighthouse, I've just really grown to like him as an actor, and I think he's actually going to make a really good Batman. So I hope he's able to get over the Rona.
There's that new Netflix movie that he plays.
That's right.
Plays a pastor or something. It looked pretty good.
Yeah. So good luck with the Rona, dude. I hope you can beat. I know you can beat this because we need your Batman, because it's going to be really cool. Because Flashpoint sounds really amazing along with the Batman, but that's a whole other couple of reviews coming up as they progress. But going back to Robert Pattinson's performance in this as the protagonist's handler, I really liked the chemistry between the two, which was really good.
It was.
And the lead actress, what was her name?
It's like Emily.
Elizabeth
Debicki? Yeah,
I'm not familiar with her either, but she did a really amazing job, especially the type of character that she's playing, a mother in an abusive relationship, and Kenneth Branagh
Branagh,
my gosh. I've seen Kenneth Branagh play some bad guys before. I mean, if you've seen Dead Again or Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, like he's pretty good at playing bad guys, but not like this. This was an interesting turn, and especially considering like what in 2 months he's got, or less than 2 months, he's coming back as Hercule Poirot in Death on the Nile, the second Agatha Christie Poirot movie that he's directing and starring in, which I'm looking forward to because I really enjoyed Murder on the Orient Express. But his villain in this, man, just great.
He plays a Russian.
He's like an arms dealer.
Yeah, like a Russian arms dealer, basically.
Or the arms dealing is a front for what he's really up to, which we're not going to tell you because that is pivotal to the story. It really, okay, let's put it this way. It really all hinges on his character. And the protagonist, his wife, not the protagonist's wife, but Kenneth Branagh's character's wife, and the protagonist's handler. It all kind of pivots on them. But visually, I mean, just a striking film. Even if this film had not had any kind of visual effects to it, and it doesn't really utilize any CG as much as it utilizes practical effects, but just right off the bat, the way this film gets started, it really is compelling. It just sort of sucks you in, right, with the sort of kind of attack at the beginning.
Yeah,
it's just so cool.
Yeah.
I would say that this is, for me, as a 4-star film, and I would say that this is probably next to 1917, and I know 1917 technically is a 2019 film, but it didn't come out in theaters here until January. So as far as I'm concerned, though, these are the two best films I've seen all year in terms of like sheer artistry, and I still have to see First Cow. I just ordered that now that it's out on Blu-ray from
A24.
A24.
Yeah, that's
and you haven't seen it? You want to see it when I get it? How about when it arrives, we'll watch First Cow and then we'll do a review, because I was really looking forward to that movie. Did you see the trailer for it?
Mm-hmm.
Looked good.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I have a feeling that The French Dispatch might destroy them all, just because, in terms of being my favorite, because I love Wes Anderson's storybook style films. But Tenet is a 4-star film. It just needs to be seen on the big screen. Yeah. Maybe further down the road we might do, as more people see it, maybe a spoiler-heavy review, because there's a lot I'd really like to talk about this.
I mean, the editing, dude, is just insane. Like, I just cannot imagine sitting in the editing room trying to edit this movie, because it is crazy.
I wonder how much storyboarding they had to do and like pre-visual stuff. But I don't imagine Chris Nolan hired an effects company to do the pre-visuals for him. I'm sure that this was very much a passion project.
Apparently he bought that 747 and crashed it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That was impressive too.
So
there's so much in this film that just, I mean, the fight scene, the first time you see, you've seen it in the trailer, just where the protagonist, the door opens up and somebody comes out back, in reverse, and they just have this fight scene of forwards and reverse. Just amazing. I can't even imagine what was going on in Chris Nolan's head to come up with this concept, let alone to visualize it and put it on the screen, because I can say I've never seen anything like it.
Did it take him like 5 years to write this, or
something like, maybe even longer? I think he was working on this before The Dark Knight Rises, as far as a spec script or a story idea. And that was 2012, so it was probably, I know it was going to be his next film after Dark Knight Rises, but then Interstellar and Dunkirk, and oh man, it is just it's a good film, and I need to see it again actually before we start getting bombarded with now that theaters are opening up again and the movies are coming out. I want to see it again before they get bombarded with the holiday season, because now that's the new blockbuster for season for 2020, because everything that's been happening. So we've got Wonder Woman 1984 coming out, which I'm really excited about. We've got
push that back to Christmas Day now.
Yeah, we've got Dune coming out. We've got The French Dispatch coming out, and what else is coming up? There's more than that. There's a few other good movies that looked really good. That
Death on the Nile.
Death on the Nile. So that's at least 4. And I do feel bad that we've kind of been absent during all the craziness, what with the Rona and the crazy election and the earthquakes and the fires and all the crazy stuff that's been happening, protests, riots, and hurricanes and things that have been going on in the world, there's a few movies that I would like to have seen that we would have liked to have discussed, but I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to see The Rental, and I wanted to see Palm Springs, the new film with Andy Samberg that looked really funny, but kind of a Groundhog Day, but with a twist of lime.
Oh, that's on Hulu, huh?
Yeah, which I don't have, so if you've got it, I'll come over and watch it at your place.
Yeah, I have Hulu, bud.
That's right. So anyways, yeah. Let us know if you got a chance to see this movie and what you think, because it's a big concept film. It's a big idea, and it really, really worked.
Oh, and Michael Caine has a small part in it as well. It's not very big, but...
Michael Caine? Has anybody seen Michael Caine? Sorry, that was... Ignore me! Yeah, but, you can't have a Christopher Nolan movie since Batman Begins without Michael Caine in it, so...
He wasn't in Dunkirk.
Oh, that's right. Okay, my bad. He wasn't in that one movie out of 8, but whatever. So, no, let us know what you think, because I'm interested to find out if other people liked this movie as much as we did. I don't really know anyone else who's really seen it right now. I think people are still avoiding theaters. It was probably a good idea, but I felt pretty safe in the theater we were in. Although drive-in probably would have been a lot funner, you know? So we could take our pub beer to the drive-in, but hey, I brought a flask, so what do you do? But yeah, I think I enjoyed every moment of that film. I don't think there were any lulls. Really kept me hanging on the edge of my seat, and it was really compelling.
Yeah, I loved every minute of it. I thought it was great.
And I'm very, very glad that Christopher Nolan stuck to his guns and being adamant about this film coming out in theaters before the fall. So that was really cool. So anyways, yeah, it sounds like we've got some good reviews coming up here in the next few months. So thanks for coming back to us and checking us out. And we know it's been a while, and thanks for your patience. But we will get through this together, and we'll keep talking about the movies we love as we watch them.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe.
What he said.
It's been a long time, guys. We need you. We need you back. So
yes, please. And just for the fans that have already, I know some of them have told us that they really like our collection episodes. We've done 2 Criterion episodes. Unfortunately, you can only see the second one because the first one got pulled from YouTube for, I guess, copyright reasons.
Sony, why? Yeah.
We didn't.
You're promoting your movies.
We're promoting your movie for free. Whatever. But we're gonna do, we've got our first Arrow and Waxworks collection, so we're actually gonna do another Arrow, another Waxworks, and a Scream Factory Shout Select.
I'd really like to do another Waxworks. So, but yeah, those are definitely.
So we got those in the works for you.
So,
and by the way, still, once we get to our 200th subscriber, and I know we're still kind of small, but once we get there, we're gonna have another movie giveaway. This time, Chris and I are gonna select one of our favorite films from the Arrow film collection on Blu-ray. So I hope that you have a Blu-ray. Sorry, no 4K yet. Arrow's very limited on their 4K selections.
They just started releasing.
They just started. 4K. And I'm hoping they don't re-release every movie I've just spent the last 5 years buying from them.
I'm not re-buying any of it, so they can do whatever they want.
Oh, and by the way, are you going to pick up the 4K Steelbook edition of Full Metal Jacket that comes out?
Yeah, I probably will.
What about the KL Studio Classics 4K Mad Max restoration?
Oh, I didn't know they were doing one of those.
And they were also releasing Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind on 4K, which is great because I only have that on DVD. So
yeah, I only have that on DVD.
I plan on buying that. So we got some great movies. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about. And also, I'm just going to say this. Toys. We're going to start bringing our reaction figures. We've got a lot of reaction figures we want to show you guys. We've got Big Trouble in Little China, Jaws, Fight Club, Pulp Fiction, They Live. Big, good Firefly, good stuff. So anyways, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe.
See you guys.
And so anyways, I says to Mabel, I says, wrecked him, damn near killed him.